Inside the menu Scouting and Analysis, you will have three different options: Past Games, My Dashboards, and Scouting. If you have activated the Scouting module, it will appear open. If you see a quick flag here that says Scouting module, it's that you will need to upgrade your account. In case that you are invited to an account, it will depend as well if this user, this administrator, invite you in account that you have access to the Scouting, or if it just has access to the My Dashboards and Past Games. In the Past Games, you will see all the games that you analyzed. In our case, we could just filter, for example, if you would like to see our game that we made in the Regensburg game, and we will have all the different information. So let's see, for example, the information that we have under that game in this from the 22 of May. Inside that game, we will have different statistics that we can take a look on that. First of all, let's take a look in the download PDF. All the information of that game is inside that PDF. In the future, I will show you that you could also upload to a folder from one of your players or your staff. You see all the information from one team with the offense positional, counter goal, fast break, and the different performance that you had. You have the different game situations, for example, equality, superiority, or inferiority, with the main three phases, as well as the defense. Here in quick table stats, you have the main information regarding lost balls percentage, defense percentage, efficiency in defense, efficiency in offense, with the different positions, superiority and equality. Goalkeepers and the connections and goals. This is a bit from the goalkeeper. That means that from where they were shooting the goalkeeper. In this case, this goalkeeper was just for 27 meters on that side. And in the other goalkeeper that was playing much more of the time, you have exactly the different shooting positions. If you would like to see it individually, for example, where they are shooting from the right wing, I will show you later into the application. That it's going to be for the second team, the same exactly from the second team, and then we will have a bit more explanations from one single team. We will have the players, the position, the time. Since I'm tracking the games always with the time, I will, as I explained you already, we have the option to track with complete or simple. In that case, we are tracking, or I'm tracking myself, all the games with a complete mode. So I need to make the offense defense changes all the time, as explained. So you will have, or you are able to track as well the time that they are playing. Played possessions, how many possessions that player or this player played. Position events, that means how many of these events that he played, how many of these possessions that he played, how many events that these are events that are finished. What does it mean? For example, Franziska Petter with the number 8 with 45 possessions played. On of these 45 possessions, 11 she finished the possession with a goal, with a foul shoot, with a post out, or with a lost balls. Then we have the efficiency. That means how many times of the goals that she makes, so that she finished. So if she finished 11 positions, 5 they are finished in goal. This is a 45%. If this is a shooting position, shooting percentage is 56 and lost ball is 18. This is the same concept all the time. How many of these that you are playing, how many of these positions events are finishing in lost balls, and you will get the lost balls percentage. And then here you have our player score. Our player score is calculated in a way that takes in consideration the time of the event, and if this event happens with a +2 difference in the score, -5 difference in the score, and this we apply a weight from where is the shooting, from where is the goal, from where is the save, and also on top of that if it's a positive or a negative event. We have a bit table visualization to see a bit more in detail exactly what made every player, and then we will have all the events, all the players the same, and all the events that they made every player. If it's an attack foul, provoke or commit. Attack foul provoke, that means that I'm the one that I'm attacking, and commit is that the one that they are provoking that or that committing that attack foul. Technical mistake on the same way, lost ball, provoke or commit. So you always have the option to see exactly the equivalence. How many of this is provoke, how many of this is commit, in all the main events of the application. That table comes from one of our first customers from Handball.ai, that he wanted to see per time in a 10 minutes block of time, following this legenda from here, to understand exactly what made every player in every moment. Examples, if we keep in our example from Franziska Petter, at the beginning of the game was not active, after in the second half was one of the most active players of the team. Also, don't forget that here we have the 2 minutes and the assist as well. Also, we have the performance of the goalkeepers with the same icons and legenda from here on top. And then we will have the same from the second team. The same players, the visualization, the events, and the grill. One of the last pages is this kind of a timeline that I'm using it, for example, for the press conferences to understand what happened in every moment. Where are the gaps? Where are the gaps that the one team made much more goals than the others? Where are the minutes that nothing happens? And also to compare what was between the 5 minutes of one team and the 5 minutes of the other team. And then I can see the performance regarding the game system. Since we are tracking the games with the game system, as I show you, you are having the chance here to see how many times they played the cross with line player, how many times from that they put goal, how many times they put save, post out, or just they did not finish with the cross with the line player. This PDF, you can download it. As I said, you can download it here, and then you will have just to change the name. Or if you wish, you can print it directly. Then, regarding the statistics inside, we saw always the same panel. This is the main panel of Handball.ai that allows us to compare different leagues, different players, different games. Always based on two teams. In these two teams we have the main parameters: possessions, effectivity, shooting efficiency, and lost balls. The three main phases: superiority, quality, and 7 meters. We could compare them one to the others, as well as the performance from the goalkeepers. On the right side, we have exactly the circles, means the number of goals, bigger circle, bigger number of goals, and the lines are the assists. For example, which player passed where. Here, as we can see, Fritz Göppingen in this case really focused into that player with all the assists into that side. The players that are inside these 7 goals are the players that are defined as a line player, for example. The players that are defined as a right backs, it will be defined as a right back, so we will mark it like this here. And this is the shooting position that we will see it in a moment. If we are going to Regensburg, we will see the same table again, with the big quick table as well. All the main information from one team is here, and then from the second it's going to be the same. Once we are moving into advanced stats, here we will have the option to see exactly, to play around a bit, to understand what is in the game 6-0, 5-1 and the other types of defense for one team and to the other in the different phases of equality, superiority or inferiority, as well as to see if we are talking about the different phases. Once we go to the team, into the team perspective, we will have the same information that we had previously into the PDF, that here that we can take a look around and see it more with numbers. Players events and the team events. Also for the other team. Once we are going to the timeline, We could see how it happens events. We could even play around and just mark whatever we want from one team. Or if you would like to compare, just to compare everything from one, we could compare one to the other. This graphic is dynamic, so you can do it exactly everything. Regarding shots, we see, for example, clicking into the different positions, we see where they shot, where Regensburg received the shots, because there are shots, and the goalkeepers from the other team, with the performance of the different 10-minute blocks from the first half, 10 minutes block from the second half, and the performance of the same teams. From this goalkeeper, for example, this goalkeeper made a 13 save, 34% save, and goals 25, 66%, but then we can see it here in goals and no goals. How many of these are saves, how many of these are goals, so you can compare the two main KPIs of a goalkeeper. In individual, for example, if we select that player, we see that he made one goal from here down, with the main information of what he made in offense and in defense. If we select another, for example, the Francisca Peters that we said before, we can see from where she's shooting or into which direction he's shooting. The game system, as we said, from Regensburg and Göppingen, how many times they played each action, and then you will have the play-by-play when, if you are an administrator of this account, you will be able to download the CSV to work around. You could work in a Python programs, or if you want to work in Power BI, or in any kind of extra help that any coach must have. This is regarding the overview, the quick stats, the different teams, and the advanced statistics. Then, in the same game, if you are habilitated with the scouting mode, you will have the match report. What does it mean, this match report? Allows us to see the full game, if we wish, or if you want to see, for example, this goal from Teresa Lettel, you will play here. This player is on that side, since she's left hand, she is there, and we will see exactly the event of that player. We could see exactly everything. You just need to exactly to check the one that you would like to check, or you will need to play the round that you would like to see. If you want to go just to one team, you will go to just to one team, and if you would like to see the 7 meters that they put goal, you will go just here, and a pop-up will open with the 5 different shots. We will come back to that kind of information when we are talking about the scouting module. If we would like to see, for example, the 25 goals as well, click here, and a pop-up will come with the 25 different clips that contains video. If you would like to see, for example, one single player, Luisa Chega, again, the goal is going to be the same goal like a fast break with a nice shot. It could be the different one from fast break, or the one that she's playing offense positional. On top of that, if you would like to see also the crossing with line player, for example, the single time that made, for example, or the 2 times, the 3 times that Göppingen made a crossing with a line player and they lost the ball. I analyzed the game, or we analyzed the game from Handball.ai and myself on that. So this is a cross with line player, and then we will see that they will lose the ball. The same happens into that action. And in the same is going to happen in the third action. So allows you also to play around with the different videos of the different game system, team events, as well as download the same PDF. It brings a lot of information, a lot of help for the coach to understand what happened into the game, to understand how to prepare the next game, and also to get a bit more of data to prepare against your opponent. All of this information, remember that you can find it inside past games. Inside the menu, scouting analysis, past games. If you would like to create folders, in this case you can create folders to place the games directly into the folder, but always you will have it visible here.